And breaking overnight, a major announcement from the YMCA. All Charlotte area locations will be closed for at least 15 days because of the coronavirus. This does affect 19 branches and 2 overnight camps. They'll be closing tonight and they won't reopen until at least April 2nd. But they are going to have free online exercise classes available over the next 60 days so that you can stay active. The Y has suspended its youth programs as of last week. Now, right now, there are 12 total cases of coronavirus in the Channel 9 viewing area. We broke the numbers down for you right here. You got Mecklenburg County. It has the most with 7 confirmed cases. That is followed by Lancaster, Cabarrus, Iredell, and Watauga counties with 1 case each. And North Carolina has at least 37 cases total. Many of them are in Wake County. In South Carolina, there are 33 cases and sadly, 1 person has died. The state says that a resident at a Lexington nursing facility has now passed away. It is the first death in the state. And already many local families, they are really feeling the financial sting of this virus. And well, all signs point to this situation only getting worse. Yeah,
last night a community fund was set up to help those families pay rent and put food on the table. Reporter Anthony Costura is live for us. Now, Anthony, $2 million is sitting in that fund this morning.
Right, and we have been talking about stores changing their business model or even closing entirely. And so that $2 million is really aimed at helping people pushed out of work because of the coronavirus. City leaders unveiled the COVID-19 response fund here at the government center just last night. The founder of Lending Tree donated the initial $1 million to the fund at the council meeting. Then the city of Charlotte matched that donation. The Foundation for the Carolinas and United Way of Central Carolinas will oversee the fund, and they'll give the money to nonprofits so they can help many people who are out of work, missing paychecks, and late on rent. A lot of local nonprofits tell us they are already feeling a strain to deal with the demand as the need increases with the tightening economy.
Many of these families may lose their jobs, and so they're still going to have to pay their rent. They're still going to have to buy food.
When things happen, you put aside your daggers and everybody gets together.
And Charlotte Family Housing is working on an outreach program to let landlords know about this new financial assistance for families in need. Anyone can donate to this fund, and organizers tell us they're hoping a lot of Charlotte companies will step up.
Yeah,
Brittany?
We know that a lot of Charlotte families will certainly need the support. Thank you, Anthony.
Council members sat 1 seat apart at last night's zoning meeting, and the public sat in a different room entirely. But not everyone thought that was enough social distancing. Government reporter Joe Bruno found out one council member wants virtual meetings instead.
Councilman Braxton Winston made it pretty clear he was not comfortable with the way that city business was conducted, but it was likely the last city meeting that we're going to have for a while. By all accounts, nothing was normal at the meeting or press conference that preceded it. Council members spread out, blue tape to dictate where people could sit and the media should stand, and to top it all off, an awkward group photo.
I think we should recognize that this is not business as normal, and there are still a lot of questions.
Councilman Braxton Winston, with a freshly shaven face in response to COVID-19, sported gloves and kept a distance the whole time. After the press conference, the council member said the meeting should have been virtual.
It's not about being nervous, it is about it not being the right thing.
The meeting itself was different. One of the changes the city made was limit who has access to the meeting. Council members did the meeting in 267. They had an overflow room for the zoning committee, and they put the media and the public downstairs in the chamber to watch a live stream of the event. From the stream in the chamber, we saw council members unanimously vote to provide $1 million to the Foundation for the Carolinas for their COVID-19 fund. Leaders also approved emergency paid leave for city employees. After the votes, City Manager Marcus Jones told me this could be the last meeting for a while.
This actually bought us a couple of weeks to try to have a solution.
City Manager says it's likely that the city is going to have to close off city buildings to the public, and eventually certain services like bulk or yard waste pickup may have to be paused. Back to you.
Now, during the press conference, Mayor Vi Lyles declined to say whether she thinks bars should close, given the new guidance from the White House and the CDC. Councilman Braxton Winston said people should avoid bars and restaurants.
And as the nation and fears are looming over the economic impact of this virus, the Dow, it plunged nearly 3,000 points yesterday. That is the worst point drop in history. It's really kind of just incredible, hard to wrap your head around even. But let's go ahead and take a look now. Wow, look at that. You got Wall Street futures climbing for now. It's just been a wild ride here. You got the Dow up 800 points, NASDAQ also up 236 points.